Organizations can develop training programs that are specifically tailored to the needs of the local workforce and students. The upskilling training programs has not only provided them with employable skills, but also empowered them to become financially independent. With the increasing digitization of the economy, Saksham Yuva would focus more on digital skills training such as coding, data analytics, and digital marketing. An MBA program typically focuses on developing skills in management, finance, marketing, and strategy. Entrepreneurship requires a different skill set, including creativity, risk taking, problem solving, and resilience.
Hello, everybody. My name is Seema Chhoriya, and I welcome you all to Great Principles podcast, a podcast that explores the journeys and insights of individuals who are not only passionate about their businesses but are also deeply invested in education domain. Today, we are honored to welcome Mr. Prithwiraj Das, the founder of Saksham Yuva, an accomplished professional with an illustrious career spanning almost 2 decades in various domains such as teaching, training, customer services, retailing, and investment banking. Mr. Das espouses the philosophy of learning by doing and visualization approach and has served to mentor over 15,000 students and counting in his illustrious career. Additionally, he is a prolific author who has authored over 8 books and 100 research papers published in national, international, peer reviewed, and UGC care listed journals. He holds multiple degrees, including an MBA, MA in Mass Communication, MCOM, and is currently pursuing his doctoral studies in marketing. Presently, Mr. Das works at a private business school located in South Bangalore. Let's extend a warm welcome to Mr. Das and listen to his inspiring journey and the story behind Saksham Yuva. Welcome to Great Principles, sir. Really honored to have you with me.
Thank you very much for inviting me for today's discussion. And before we start, let me also uh, tell you and the platform of Great EduPreneurs that you are doing a fantastic job in creating a platform where people like us can share their experiences, and I'm sure some part of the ecosystem would get benefited out of this. So thank you very much for inviting me.
Thank you, sir. Your
Uh,
words really
as
appreciate me
far
in
as
my team, sir.
Saksham Yuva is concerned, so it is, as the name suggests, it is a youth-focused organization started in 2022, and with the aim of empowering young people and providing them with opportunities to achieve their potential. So this inspiration have stemmed from variety of sources, maybe my personal experiences, a desire to address social issues affecting youth, or a belief in the power of young people to drive positive change in their communities, along with upskilling the youth with training, mentoring, and involvement. The core values that guide the work of Saksham Yuva includes commitment to inclusivity, youth participation, and leadership, along with social justice and a focus on empowerment and capacity building through tailor made workshops, counseling, and mentoring. These values are reflected in the programs and the initiatives offered by Saksham Yuva, which may include mentoring, skills training, community service projects, advocacy, and leadership development. Overall, youth-focused organizations like Saksham Yuva plays an important role in supporting young people and helping them to navigate the challenges and opportunities of today's rapidly changing world, and enables the youth to be confident, about their skills and face the whole wide world.
Very much needed, sir. I think what Saksham Yuva is doing is something which is not only helping the youth, also with the entrepreneurs and industry experts. Because, when we see the resumes and when we spend our time in training these people over a span of 3 months, we realize that whatever their degrees talk about, that doesn't fit in the skills that they have. So, this is what, even for industries like people like us, we are greatly helped when these kind of training institutes like Saksham Yuva take up this work and ensure that they are fit for the market. Every day, every time we hear that the workforce is not fit for the market. So this is what the SIRS organization is doing, ensuring that the youth is prepared to face the world ahead. So, sir, like I'm sure something must have hit you when we were students and we were studying about the rote learning methods, and now with NEP coming in, there are a lot of changes at school level that we are looking at. So, what do you think about this visionary policy and how it would change, the practical exposure of the students at school level?
As a matter of fact, I think the new policy of NEP is dynamic, changing the traditional system of learning and approach, and it gives enough credibility to an individual like a student, the youth, so that they can have more agility in terms of learning throughout diverse courses. And as a matter of fact, the hands on learning approach with NEP also shouts very loud about it. It is going to add the real flavor in education and skill development. And that's the way forward for the students to adopt and understand for the correct impact in their education system.
Absolutely, so. Even, we believe that with the policy like this, at least our children are going to have a very secured future going ahead. So, great, sir. So, having said that,
Yes,
what
please.
Saksham you are doing, I have one thought in my mind that there is a wide need of different sectors of the community. People from urban, semi-urban, rural area have different requirements. So, how do you identify the skill gap in the works from these different communities, and how do you tailor your programs to address these gaps, sir?
That's a significant question that you have asked. And let me tell you what Saksham Yuva normally does. So, as a matter of fact, we try to identify the skill gaps in the workforce and the students from semi urban and rural areas, and tries to tailor the training programs to address these gaps. And the important question is how we understand that there is a gap. So the ways and the approaches that normally at Saksham Yuva we try to focus is through various methods, and I'll try to mention few methods. The first being conducting of need assessment. So organizations may conduct needs assessment to identify skill gaps in the workforce and the students. This can be through surveys, interviews, focus groups, and other methods to understand that the skills that are currently in demand and those who are lacking in the local workforce. And also, the second approach would be analyzing the labor market data. Uh, Saksham Yuva analyzes labor market data to understand the skills that are in demand in specific industries and sectors in semi urban and rural areas. This helps to identify specific skills and competencies that need to be developed to meet the need of the local employers. Very important, which gives a very good understanding and relatability to Saksham Yuva's training and workshops. The next would be partnering with the local employers. So we work closely with local employers to understand the skills that they require in their workforce and tailor their training programs accordingly. This can include job shadowing, internships, and other hands on experiences. to help students and workforce develop the skills that they need to be successful in those local industries. Uh, the next would be the offering of tailored training programs that we normally do. Once the skill gap have been identified, uh, organizations can develop training programs that are specifically tailored to the needs of the local workforce and students. This can include providing training in specific technical skills as well as soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and probably problem solving. The last but no way the least, leveraging technology. Organizations like us, Saksham Yuva, leverages technology to deliver training programs in remote or rural areas where access to traditional training programs may be limited. This includes e-learning platforms, virtual training programs, and other distance learning methods. Overall, what I can say is identifying the skill gap and tailoring programs to address is the critical part of supporting the development of the workforce and the students in semi-urban and rural areas. And organizations like Saksham Yuva plays an important role in that process.
So, here I would like to understand from you when we start this process. So, is it prior the placement or post placement? Because post placement you get to know that what are the industry requirements wherein the child has just applied for the job. So, how is it?
Here, I want to let you know that we would we have a network of industries, organizations which has a regular demand for workforce,
Okay.
and we are aware of this requirement. And keeping those requirements in mind, we try to skill and upskill the students who are eager to sit for an interview or for that job. So, to answer your question, it is not after the placement, it is before the placement that we do uh, the training programs, and that we do from our end. But as we have a tie up with companies as well, there are workshops and training that we conduct, which comes between the probation period of the new joinees, where the companies identify that these are the additional areas that the new workforce or the new joinees needs to develop, and there Saksham Yuva comes into the picture.
All right. So, if I may put up that a student trained by Saksham Yuva get an edge over the student, those who is not gone through this training process while the companies are recruiting them, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. All right. So, moving ahead, sir, here it have one more question here for me in my mind here. So we know that technology is, advancing at an beyond imagination pace, and there are skill set that becomes redundant over time, and we keep require new skill set. So can you walk me through the process of collaboration with concerned authorities to ensure that your training programs align with the needs of industry and job market?
See, the process at Saksham Yuva uh, that we usually follow is collaboration. Primarily, Saksham Yuva collaborate and with the concerned authorities that their training programs align with the needs of that industry and the job market. So first, probably I can just tell you that engaging in dialogue. Uh, we engage in dialogue with relevant authorities such as industry association, government agencies, vocational training bodies to better understand the skills required in the industry and the job market. This includes regular meetings, workshops, and forums to discuss emerging trends and the challenges that the industry and the job market is having right now. Also, uh, we also conduct market research to understand the skills required in the industry and the job market. This
Right.
can involve analyzing job advertisements, interviewing employers, and surveying employees to identify the specific skills and competencies required for different types of jobs. Furthermore, we develop partnerships as well. So at Saksham Yuva, we develop partnership with local employers to gain a better understanding of the skills required in the industry. This includes partnership with individual businesses, industry associations, and business chambers to ensure that the training programs are aligned with the needs of their employees. And that mostly happens before the placements of most of the colleges in undergraduate and postgraduate level. We also incorporate with industry expertise into their training programs by inviting industry professionals to provide feedback on our training content, deliver lectures or workshops, or participate in the mentoring program. As we say that, uh, it is vital to also realize and understand how and what is the outcome of the program. So, Saksham Yuva monitors the outcome of the training programs to ensure that they are effectively preparing trainees for employment. This can involve tracking employment rates, job retention rates, and the feedback of employers on the skills and the competencies of trainees. Overall, what I can say is collaboration with concerned authorities is the critical part which ensures Saksham Yuva's training programs are aligned with the needs of the industry and job market, and organizations like ours play an important role in this process. By engaging in the dialogue, conducting research, developing partnerships, incorporating industry expertise, and monitoring outcomes, Saksham Yuva ensures that their training programs are relevant, effective, and meet the needs of both trainees and employers.
Absolutely. So, my dear viewers, I'm sure listening to Sir, you must have understood that Saksham Yuva provides you comprehensive, updated, and up to the mark courses which are needed by the industry experts. And you heard Sir talking about how does he ensure that he aligns with the industry trend. So, there are so many colleges, institutes, and various agencies, but reaching out to the students has been a challenge for many of them. So, what do you do? How do you reach out to the students? What are the challenges that you face in reaching to students and the workforce in semi urban and rural India? And how do you address them?
Right. Very important question in this uh, ecosystem of training and workshop. The general challenges that we at Saksham Yuva face in reaching out to students and to the workforce in semi-urban and rural India, uh, the significant point is the access to infrastructure. One of the main challenges in reaching out to students and the workforce in semi-urban and rural areas is the lack of the basic infrastructure such as road, electricity, and internet connectivity. To address this, we at Saksham Yuva are constantly exploring alternative delivery methods such as mobile training units, community based training centers, or e learning platforms that can be accessed using mobile devices. The second challenge is the awareness and the outreach. Uh, Creating awareness and reaching out to students and the workforce in these areas, especially the semi urban and the rural part of India. Saksham Yuva addresses this challenge by developing targeted outreach campaigns that use a mix of traditional and digital media to promote their training programs and build awareness among the local population. The next challenge that we normally face is the language and the cultural barrier. Language and cultural barriers can also be a significant challenge as far as Saksham Yuva's uh, approach is concerned, because particularly in areas where local language or dialect is different from the national language, organizations uh, like us, we address this by hiring trainers who are fluent in those local languages, providing translated materials, or partnering with local organizations that can help bridge this cultural divide. Whenever we are talking about workshop, training, upskilling programs, education, the component of cost definitely comes into the picture. So when we are talking about cost and affordability, these are the significant factors that can impact access to training programs in semi-urban and rural areas.
True.
So in order to address this, we at Saksham Yuva explore alternative financing models such as income sharing agreement, scholarship, grants, partnering with government agencies to access funding. Last, the retention and employment. Another challenge that is ensuring that the trainees are able to retain the skills that they have learned and successfully find employment. We address this by providing ongoing support such as mentorship, job placement services, and continuing education programs to help trainees stay up to date with challenging job market demands. Overall, reaching out to the students and the workforce in semi urban and rural India can be challenging, but Saksham Yuva can overcome these challenges by developing innovative delivery methods, targeted outreach campaigns, languages and cultural sensitivity, alternative financing models, and ongoing support for training.
Absolutely, sir. And I'm sure this is very exhaustive. There have been very detailed research and exhaustive methodology that you've put in to ensure that you reach out to these students and address them, because India has a vast geographical diversity and even cultural diversity, as sir mentioned. And what I loved most about this answer is that the support doesn't end only till upskilling; it continues later on. And so, very beautifully addressed the cost component involved. That how we ensure that the students who cannot afford can invest into the planning of in their salary sharing and mentorship and all. So that was very beautifully addressed, and I think this is the kind of institute that many students must be looking forward to. So those of you who have not already enrolled, please go ahead and contact sir. So moving ahead to my next question, sir. So sir, we spoke about the various kind of training programs you're taking, how you're identifying the industry gap. Now let us come to understanding the result of these training programs. So how do you measure the impact of your upskilling programs, and what kind of feedback have you received from your students and industry?
All right. So that's, I think, one of the most important part in the entire process, because unless and until we get feedbacks on what we are doing, there is very limited scope for improvement. So let me assure you that Saksham Yuva measures the impact of its upskilling program uh, and the feedback, and it is collated from the students and the industry. So how we do that? We do that, point number one, pre and post training assessment. We conduct pre and post training assessment to determine how much trainees have learned and how much their skills have improved. Second, follow up surveys. Another method is to conduct follow up surveys that we normally do it immediately after our training and the workshop with the trainees uh, after completion of the training program, to determine if they have been able to use the skills they have learned, and if they have been able to find an employment or advance in their careers. Third, the employer's feedback. Employers can provide feedback on the quality of the training and the skills of the trainees that they hire, which can help organizations like ours for improvement and make adjustments to their programs accordingly. Last, industry and what they are talking about the trainings and the workshops provided by us. So, If our specific customized training program prepares trainees for a specific industry certification, then the number of trainees who earn these certifications can be used as a measure of the program's effectiveness. In terms of feedback from students and the industry, Saksham Yuva collects feedback through various channels such as online surveys, in person interviews, focus group discussions, and social media feedback from students, helping us identifying areas for improvement in the training programs and make adjustments to better meet the demands of the targeted audience. Feedback from the industry is helping Saksham Yuva understanding better what skills are in demand and how they can help better prepare their trainees for the workforce.
So, sir, I think hearing one of the success stories of the students would add more to this answer. So, if you could, share with us the success story of the student who have gone through Saksham Yuva and how their lives have been impacted.
Sure, definitely, it's a, proud part that should also come into the forefront about the students and the youth who have gone through the training program and what they are doing. So, as a matter of fact, uh, see, Saksham Yuva aims at providing skill training to youth from not only economically disadvantaged background but also offers to conduct upskilling training programs in private schools and colleges. It helped numerous young individuals to gain skills and secure better employment opportunities. Here, I would like to share some of the student uh, stories who have gone through Saksham Yuva program. The first that comes in my mind is of Tilotoma Bhatnagar. Uh, Tilotoma Bhatnagar, a private school student who have offered a career counseling by Saksham Yuva on career choices during her anxious time of decision. She was part of 10 to 12 sessions on career options conducted by us. Along with that, undergone the training in personality development and communication skills. She is now presently based in Australia studying her mass communication. The second example that comes in my mind is of Rajkumar, a final year BCom student from Bangalore, was unable to secure a job due to lack of employable skills. After undergoing Saksham Yuva focused training on digital marketing and SEO, he received a secured a job with a digital marketing company in Bangalore. He's been able to support his family and gain financial independence right now as we are doing this interview. One more example that I can give you is of Anjum K. Anjum K, a resident of Uttar Pradesh, had dropped out of school due to financial difficulties, which is quite a common scenario in India. Hopefully, this scenario is uh, going to get better with less and less people would take up education, uh, and the difficulties that they face in taking education will go down. So, after attending a series of workshops with Saksham Yuva, which we have offered for free, she received training in electronic repairs. She now started her small business and has been able to support her family financially. She is now planning to expand her business and to hire more employees. Uh, the success stories highlight the impact of Saksham Yuva on the lives of young individuals from diverse backgrounds. The upskilling training programs has not only provided them with employable skills, but also empowered them to become financially independent and contribute to the growth of their families and communities. And that is the best part that Saksham Yuva enjoys.
So you have left us in awe hearing the success stories of the students, because whether we accept or not in our country, the truth remains the same that we educate our children so that they get a good job and they are able to survive and support their family financially. And the sad part is that, in spite of the students, those who are academically good, they are not able to fit in the industrial requirements because of lack of employable skills. So, first of all, I'd like to congratulate you for founding such an amazing institute called Saksham Yuva. this was much needed, and this is the kind of work that you're doing will definitely boost the morale of so many students, and they keep on upskilling themselves, because if they don't do this, today is the day when we don't know what future comes in, how AI will change everything, and we all need to keep upskilling ourselves. To all my dear viewers, ensure that you keep on learning. The learning journey will never end. And there is your academic score is not what decides what future holds for you. It is what talent you have, and how do you hone those skills with the institutes like Saksham Yuva. So moving ahead, sir, so, I see Saksham, you are already today doing great, and still, sir, I would like to understand from you, what are the future plans that you have in mind for Saksham Yuva, and how do you see it evolving in coming years?
Sure. Uh, so whatever we are doing right now, definitely we have a focus in the future. And Saksham Yuva's training and workshops are designed to evolve over time based on the changing needs of the target audience and the evolving economic situation. Saksham Yuva would expand its program offerings to include more sector and industries based on the demand of the job market. This could help more young individuals to gain skills and secure employment opportunities. The first thing that Saksham Yuva is going to focus is to focus on digital skills. With the increasing digitization of the economy, Saksham Yuva would focus more on digital skills training such as coding, data analytics, and digital marketing. The second thing that that we are going to stress is the emphasis on entrepreneurship. Saksham Yuva is going to have workshops and training programs on entrepreneurship, enabling young individuals to start their own businesses and become job creators rather than job seekers. Third, Saksham Yuva has already started leveraging technology to improve the delivery of its training programs. For instance, online training modules, virtual classrooms, and video based training would be used to reach a wider audience and reduce training cost. One very important aspect that I want to share here is Saksham Yuva aims to go global across countries and would focus on continuing imparting upskilling, training, mentoring, and workshops to school students, degree and postgraduate students, workforce, and transforming unemployment youth into employed and bankable assets for the organization, not only for India, but for varied countries. We would be setting up our facilities across countries in another 6 months to 1 year's time. So the road ahead is to look and work very effectively for India, and also looking for opportunities that we can do the same kind of work for countries around the globe.
Wow. Great, sir, and wishing you luck for the same. And I'm sure that you will see Saksham Yuva where you have planned it out. So, sir, having said that, the expansion plan and going global, there is another thing that now comes into mind is ensuring that the quality is intact, because if the quality, when you many organization, when they expand, they don't focus on quality. So what is your road ahead? How are you going to ensure that the training programs and the trainers that you are choosing uh, have the quality check done?
Absolutely true, and it's a vital part of the entire process. In order to ensure that the quality of the training and the trainers, Saksham usually follows a rigorous process that includes curriculum design. The curriculum for the training program is designed to meet the specific needs of the target audience and the industry. The curriculum should be comprehensive, up to date, and aligned with the industry standards. The second aspect is the trainer selection. Trainers are selected based on their expertise and experience in the relevant industry. They should be certified and possess the necessary skill to deliver effective training. And third, the delivery of the training should be delivered in a professional manner with clear learning objectives, appropriate teaching methodologies, and engaging content. The trainers should be able to adapt to the learning styles of their trainees and provide support to trainers as needed. The next would be the assessment and the evaluation. The significant aspect here is Saksham Yuva conducts regular assessment and evaluation of the training program to ensure that the training is meeting the desired learning outcome. Trainees should also be given feedback on their performance and provided with opportunities to improve. We at Saksham Yuva continuously review and improve our training programs and trainers to ensure that they remain relevant and effective. We incorporate feedback from trainees and industry in order to improve the quality of the training given by us. What I can say in conclusion is Saksham Yuva follows a rigorous process to ensure quality of their training and the trainers by designing effective curriculum, selecting qualified trainers, delivering engaging training, conducting assessments and evaluations, and continuously improving their programs. Saksham Yuva could provide high quality training that meets the need of the trainees and the industry.
Wonderful, sir. So, for success of any institute, the most important asset is their people. And sir has rightly explained that how do they ensure that how do they select their trainers and what goes ahead in ensuring that the quality is intact. So, sir, before we move ahead to our very interesting segment called Rapid Fire Round, I would like to tell my audience few things. So, I'm sure my dear viewers, today you must have understood a lot about Saksham Yuva. Prithviraj sir has already answered all the question that must be there in your mind. To know more, do log in and check out the Saksham Yuva website. You can find the link of the website in our description box. And if you have any queries further, you can reach out to the contact number provided there. So, sir, rapid fire round, you need to answer me in just one word or a single sentence would also do, right?
At times it's very difficult, but yes, I'll try.
All right. So, here's my very first question to you. If not an educationist, what would you become?
A travel blogger.
Travel blogger. That's interesting. All right. What is the most annoying quality you find in a person?
Not one, I'll tell two. One,
Okay.
arrogance, and second, inappropriate attitude.
Moving ahead. When you meet people for the first time, what do you notice about them?
The energy and the overall vibration.
All right. Favorite vacation destination?
Kolkata for a special reason.
Mm-hmm. All right. What are your hobbies?
Music and travel.
Okay. Last question in this segment. Which is better, MBA or entrepreneurship?
This probably not possible in one word, but I'll take that moment from you with your due permission.
Sure.
Uh, an MBA program typically focuses on developing skills in management, finance, marketing, and strategy. It provides a broad based education that prepares graduates for various leadership roles in a variety of industries. But on the other hand, entrepreneurship requires a different skill set, including creativity, risk taking, problem solving, and resilience. It involves identifying a market opportunity, developing a business plan, and launching and growing a business. Entrepreneurs need to be self motivated and have a willingness to take risk and learn from their failures. Ultimately, the decision between pursuing an MBA or an entrepreneurship depends on an individual's career goal and personal preference. But it's very important to keep in mind that both paths require dedication, hard work, and continuous learning to achieve success.
Absolutely, sir. So this was a wonderful rapid round, fire round. I'm sure, sir, here also gave you a lot of wisdom in explaining what the difference between why you should choose MBA or entrepreneurship and what are your goals ahead in future. So, sir, before we conclude our wonderful podcast episode today, I would like you to give some concluding, wisdom words for our aspiring educators.
To be very frank, I don't know whether I am the right person to give the wisdom for the others, but I'll definitely share my views, and I would be very happy if someone is getting benefited by hearing or viewing this. Uh, the first thing that comes in my mind is believing in your vision. The first step to becoming a successful edupreneur is to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve. Believing in one's vision, be passionate about it, and work towards it constantly. The second thing, openness to learning. The education industry is constantly evolving, and it's essential to stay up to date with the latest trend and practices. Be open to learning for new things, experimenting, and adapting to changes. The third thing that comes into my mind is the focus on the need of your customers. Your customers or clients, whether they are students or educational institutions, should be at the center of everything that you do. Understanding their needs, preferences, the pain points, and designing your product and services to meet those needs. Fourth point, building a very strong team. Surrounding oneself with the team of talented and passionate individuals who share your vision and values. Together, one can achieve more and create a positive impact in the industry. Fifth point, embrace technology. Technology is rapidly transforming the education industry, and it's essential to embrace it to stay relevant and to be competitive. Use of technology to create innovative solutions and enhance the learning speed. The sixth point, starting and running a successful edtech business is not easy. You have to face challenges along the way. Perseverance, the word I repeat, perseverance through the challenges, staying focused on your vision, and learning from the failures are key to success. Last but no way the least, the seventh point, making a positive impact. Education has the power to transform lives and create better future. As an edupreneur, striving to make a positive impact in the lives of your students and the education industry as a whole. Uh, Edupreneurship is not just for making profits. It's about making a positive impact in the world through education with the help of technology. Staying true to your values, be passionate about your mission, and work hard to achieve your goals. These would be my advices to the listeners and the viewers.
Wonderful, sir. So these were some seven golden words of wisdom for our aspiring entrepreneurs. And as sir rightly said, that before education is the industry where values really, really matters. So whatever happens, straight through and integrity is something that is going to take you long way. So to all my dear viewers and Prithviraj sir, it was wonderful hearing you today. We wish you luck and a lot of opportunities are on your way coming up as you are very passionate about what you're doing, sir. So thank you so much for your time with us. And my dear viewers, I'm sure that today you have understood that how Saksham Yuva is upskilling students to be job ready, which is very, very crucial. We explored various aspects of training, targeted training programs, partnership with industries and education. And by prioritizing these efforts, we can create a more new, job ready workforce. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you, sir, for giving your time to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Seema Chhoriya, for inviting me for this wonderful session. I enjoyed while talking to you, and I hope that people viewing it will definitely get benefited, and you are doing a very good job in creating a platform and opportunities for others to learn from. So keep doing that, and all the best wishes for your endeavor.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
Thank you.